put this over here. All right, nice. Couple guys here. Fake blue belt. Okay, Google. Play Wide Eyes metal guitar.
I bought a brown one, not knowing they sell it for the ranks. I bought it, so I'm gonna wear it. Just in the drawer for it. Something too sparks.
Okay, Google, volume up. All right, guys, let's start it up. Use mic. I'm going to start you guys connected. I'm going to have you maintain a connection. We'll start with a 2-on-1 of any of your choosings. Keep a connection like this. If you're losing it, I want you to try to maintain and get that connection back. So as Mike's fighting his way to free himself from this connection, I'm going to try to get it back either on the other side or as he's freeing my hands. Just maintain a 2-on-1 as long as you can in any capacity and just keep going back to 2-on-1 of any kind. Even this is a 2-on-1. You can connect to it or you can have it in front of you. I'd say the closer you get to your opponent, the better, generally speaking, because now I can affect him with my body weight and move him around. We're just moving each other around here. One thing I noticed the kids do, they hurt each other. Don't hurt each other. They'll like have the 2-on-1 and they'll just like rip it like this and like hyperextend. Just hold it. Don't break each other's arms. And then the other guy, you're just going to free yourself from this connection. So remove the connections and get to a neutral situation. A neutral situation is when our chests are facing and there's no more connection happening. We could be out here. This is still neutral. Nobody's done anything. We're just kind of messing around. Then he's going to have his grip. And from here, I'm just going to try to get him back in front of me and remove the connections that are on me to some capacity. It could be very, very quick and very simple. We're just going to start with this. Okay, guys? 3, 2, 1. So you just hold the connection, hang on, and try to keep a 2-on-1. I saw that. I don't know. Maybe. All right. So that could be a date. So pick a 2-on-1 and just maintain it for as long as you can. Very simple game. Not a too crazy game yet. We're gonna build on it. Other guy, just remove the connection, whatever it is, and get to neutral. Very simple game. You can do it real chill. We're gonna do 3 minutes here. This will just be a 3-minute thing, nothing too crazy here. Other guy, he's going to try to stick to you. I just want you to remove the connection and get to neutral as soon as you can.
Climber grips. They're like blankets. Oh shit! I don't even know if I'd be able to do it. No, you think like you do it like this. Is it more like you feeling your forearm? My whole hand.
Let's let Angelo get in. Have you gotten to switch in? Yeah, switch in. Hold it as long as you can. If you're losing it, go ahead and grab another one. Any version of a 2-on-1. Good. That's it. If you find your guys in neutral, just offer your arm for a connection. If you're in a 2-on-1, escape the 2-on-1. Remove the connection. While you hold the 2-on-1, move your opponent around with it.
Any way you can get it, and then you got like a hand here, you can start holding around, trying to get around back.
I just recently realized he got a lot better. Yeah, just yesterday I was watching. I was like, okay,
He knows shit.
he's
There's stuff going on.
he's like wide now. He's got a lot of options. It was cool to watch him. Man, in 10 years.
That's what I said to him. Like, when you're my age, you're gonna be a beast.
Yeah, he already is too.
Like, you already are, but
He goes really hard with Martine. I like them as partners. Yeah, they're good partners for the games. 15 seconds. Start with a connection. Good. Hold it as long as you can. He's going to try to escape. Keep a 2-on-1 while he removes it. Good. Time. All right. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more now to work with. I'm going to start you in a 2-on-1. We're both going to have mutual things now, so I don't just want you running away as the guy who's getting grabbed. We're both going to try to get behind the elbows, connect our hands. That's get my hips behind his hips, get myself behind his elbows, get inside both of his elbows and connect my hands. Get in front and behind, right? This would be a front headlock. If I can get here, it's going to be a reset, or pick his leg up. I'm giving you guys a ton of different things you can do. So you could use this, all of this, to just pick his leg up. That's fine with me if you just keep doing the same thing. It's not really impressive, but it's fine if you do that. So I can start you in any of these situations. You're both going to try to do this though. So just because I'm holding him, he could also just pick my leg up. And now it's going to be a reset. So these are 4 reset positions. Why did I choose these? Because it slows everything down here. And these are just places where control happens. Once I get to a more controlling position where I'm connected to his center mass, closeness, right? The closer I'm getting to him with these connections, the more I can affect his body and behind as well. Behind is a good idea. If I'm close to him like this means I got past his arms, I got close to his center mass, and now I can affect his body. I just simply have a lot of options here. We can spin him down to the mat, trip him, sit down, make him sit to his butt, push him to his hands, or pick his legs up, right? If we pick up a leg, that is also signifying to me that I'm affecting his center mass to some capacity, and I'm about to get him closer to the ground. But it's hard to take people down just holding their wrist. So we are getting closer and closer to this guy with favorable connections to put them on the ground eventually down the line. So I'm going to start you guys close, and we want to get closest possible we can get. That's the elbows inside, in front, inside the elbows and behind, or behind the neck in a front headlock, or we pick up a leg. Clear? You guys have done this before? You have a lot of options. So you could get that single leg going, snap down front headlock, body lock from behind. 3, 2, 1. It's connected hands around center mass, basically. This one I'll put on a little longer. You're both trying to do the same thing here. Yeah.
One has 2.
One has 2 connections to start. Yeah. So one guy's a little bit ahead. And you're both trying to do it, Jay, all right? Front headlock, any of that stuff. Stay close.
Probably going for a ride, right? In that, yeah.
Good. If you're connected, it's done. Move each other around, get a reaction, get what you're going for. Shay, if you see any resets, you could just walk over and put your hand on someone's shoulder and you get right in, okay? So in between games, you could just snipe people out. That's usually the floating guy has some priority. He just goes like this. Check the guy out. Yep, front headlock, it'd be done. Start with a 2-on-1. They're slightly ahead, and we'll try to get to one of those positions. Closer and closer. Yeah, keep working that, Prince. That was good. I like that. That was good. You felt that he was like, stopped you because his arms came down, and then you like snapped him down to try to. That was pretty good, man. Angelo, I don't want you to just run away the whole time. Stay close to him and try to grab him. Okay. Try to get inside his elbows. Try to get over the back of his head. Try to pick his leg up. Go for it. Okay. Try to get your arms around him. There, that's it. Because once we get that, we have a big advantage now. We have a big connection on them. That front head will be done. Good job. Can also pick up a leg. It's always there. If you see a leg, connect your hands around it, pick it up, done.
Yeah, honestly, one hand is just, is it? I mean, just in that position for
Same thing, Shay. If you see a reset, just hand on the shoulder, switch them out. You can go right here and do it. As soon as they reset right now, you jump in. Yeah, switch him out. Good. This is to try to organize a little bit of the chaos on the feet and kind of like see a little clearer what is going on the feet. So we are interacting with their arms to get them out of the way or across, right? To get behind them or inside them.
Okay. So this, like, we need to use the same rule. This is like to diffuse the situation, or
no, this is to take people down.
Okay.
And not get taken down.
Okay.
By somebody who's trying to grab you or you're trying to grab them.
I'm going to assume that they're trying to punch me.
Yeah, they might also do that, but that would be like an MMA class, which is good. I still run that, but this still is happening even during that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is still all happening. This is just the grappling component of it, right? But if you're getting used to this live thing too, and that's the part that I can't just teach you, but that's the part that we are kind of playing with. All of the non-deterministic stuff, the chaos, the guy just moving everywhere. You get used to that. You start to feel how fast people are. And then all of a sudden, it kind of slows time for you when you're actually in it. Yeah, like just exposure therapy. That's what this is. Good. If you got, I would say I don't know who won that because you're both kind of connected, but once you guys are both connected like that, if one guy just starts spinning and twisting, you're both going. So that's it. That's a great place to be because then you just lift them up and slam them. It's 1 minute left. If you see anybody reset, you can just hand on the shoulder, switch them out. Slick, slick. That was slick. All right, we're trying to get inside the elbows just like that. Good.
You don't just want to go straight down. Yeah. If you go down, they're going to go back. That's a lot of people.
Good defense there. Good, good. Keep playing. That was good. About 15 seconds. Finish your game, finish your game. All right, cool. So now I'm going to pick, you can choose which one you want to do, but I'm going to give you 2 connections, and I'm going to give you a goal. You could start here, connected in front, or you could start here, connected in front. My goal is to get behind him. Not, you can put his hands on the mat if you want to do that, but the end goal is to get behind them, okay? Some capacity. Even in front, my goal is still just to find a way behind him. You're starting with connected hands. You can open them as you see fit. Try to find a way to get behind this guy, some capacity, all right? Whether it's put their hands on the mat first, then spin behind, or just get behind them with arm drag kind of ideas, whatever it is you find. Throw bys, any of that stuff's fine. So I'm just gonna start you in one of the 2. You can choose. Try a different side if you're really, really good. Try the weak side, the side that you don't like. Other guy, don't let him get behind you. And you can get behind him. Okay, so we're both trying to get behind each other. Even in this situation, there is a pathway he could get behind me. If he clears my hand and ducks through, he can find a way to get behind me. So we're both gonna just play with this, whether you're gripped in front or gripped in front behind, all right? Let's try it. 3, 2, 1. Just get behind each other. If you want to put the hands on the mat, that's fine. Yeah, guys will literally hit the mat and slide through and get behind you. Good. You can put his hands on the mat if you want, Alex. Sometimes that helps. Just start there, yeah. Starting there. You can put it high or low. You can open your hands if you want. You don't have to stay there. I just want you to start there. Move him around a little bit before you go. So I want you to experiment with walking around. Just move him around. Make him step. Don't let him move you around. Good. And you're both trying to get behind each other, okay? You can open your hands. I'd say reset now since you went to neutral. Reset. Get back connected. And you're both trying to get behind each other. He's trying to get behind you. You're trying to get behind him. You want to jump in with these guys over here? Break them up. You guys get a big guy too. You gotta have the big guy. Smack his hand out of the way with the back of your hand and go. Punch it down, get the front headlock. They're both trying to get behind each other. Try to just cover the back of his head there. What's that thing on the mat? Oh, okay. Scared me.
If you're trying to get behind, yeah, honestly, the way I would do it, to be honest, I would find things after that. Yeah.
Because when his hands are on the mat, he can't block you.
So it's like the thing that we were just, like if you sprawl, bring them down, then you just start running.
With the overhook as well, like here, he can grab your leg and start to do things to your leg. Not that it's good for him,
Right.
because you could probably put him in the hospital if you just sit down. So I don't know. Like if somebody did that to me and like I was fighting them, like I'd probably just sit really hard and smash their head into the floor. Yeah, just put them to sleep. Yeah. Hit them with the earth. You're okay. Yeah, take breaks as much as you want. You just relax. We're gonna get to the ground portion next. You did a lot of good stuff today, though. That was awesome. Got a lot of experience in stand-up. 2 minutes left. Just play a little bit more. Yeah, you should. You should. Take breaks. Take breaks. No reason to really fry yourself too much here. Good, Shay. Good, Mike. I like that. Guys made it happen. Game might seem arbitrary, like when am I going to do this? But it's just to explore that task. It's just to explore. Get you some exposure without throwing too much. Okay, Google, volume up. We'll get to the ground portion in a minute. You ever watch this guy play? From Wide Eyes? From Wide Eyes? He's like 8-string. He plays the drums and he plays the guitar in this band. I think they have a real band now, like a 3-piece. But at this album, he was doing it all by himself.
I'm gonna pick up on school solid state 1995 great today.
Nice.
Dude, the scoop sound in the game, I love that sound. Like,
What's that, like the mid's gone?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Capital Corpse old school sound.
Time, guys. All right. If you guys want to share something that the opponent was doing or did that was really good, that you noticed was effective, share. If you saw him do something good, tell him. If you saw him do something that was giving you a problem, good, share it. If you guys want to share, I don't know, any ideas that you were coming up with, anything you noticed, now's the time. I'm gonna give you the floor, guys. Gonna let you guys play around a little bit. Yeah, you could show each other stuff, whatever you want to do. I'll give you a minute or two here to just kind of play around. Now's your chance to share techniques. You've already hit so many things that have no names. Just think of it as standing guard. It's just guard. Everything's guard. Ready? Guys ready to play? I'm close. We need Nick. I'm gonna have Nick seated. This is gonna be familiar. I did this yesterday. So his job is to get a connection on me and stand. That could look like this. That could look like this. Or could look like this. Go ahead.
Stand.
Yep, start to work up to like a front headlock. Could look like any of that stuff. So as long as you're getting a connection and standing, that's your job. Guy on top. I want to make him horizontal. So if he's got his connection and he's standing, and I can pull him down and we get stuck horizontal, his spine is horizontal now. 3 seconds here, it's going to be done. We're going to reset. So you're going from from seated to getting up. What does this signify? I'm grappling him. The better I'm doing, if his hips are on the mat, we probably did a lot of work to get him there. If his hips and his shoulders are on the mat, that's exactly where I want people. This is where we beat people up and we keep them down on the floor. I'm in top position, he's in bottom position, and he's pinned, right? Now he's sitting up, he's a little bit more mobile, and then you get up to your knees and hands, and now he's very mobile and I have to do a lot more work again. So I'm working backwards. Let's go back down, sorry. I'm up here. My job is to find a way to interact with his hands, his chest, his body, make him horizontal for 3 seconds in any capacity. So if he's horizontal this way and I keep him down for 3 seconds, done. All right? Guys who are playing on the bottom, you can go horizontal briefly if it helps you get up with a connection, right? You just got up with a connection. So experiment with making yourself go horizontal on your own terms or riding that energy that he's giving you forward and find your way to get up with a connection. Guy on top, let's get our opponent's shoulders on the mat or get them horizontal in this capacity. He did get more mobile, but now I'm behind him, okay? So hard to say who advanced there. I'd say though, if I do get this guy's hips on the mat and I'm grappling situation, I want to have his shoulders and his hips on the mat, all right? That's the whole idea with stand-up. We're putting his hands or his hips on the mat. Now I want everything on the mat, keep them there as long as I can in any capacity, and we can hit them and do all this while keeping them down, staying on top position as long as possible. I keep saying this to you guys. You can be a really great grappler and never tap anyone out. But you could win every fight with good grappling. Because what we're doing is grappling. Then there's the BJJ and the submissions. It's a smaller niche of grappling. Grappling in general is what my games are based on. So just being the top guy is like really, really important, especially when you're removed from the sport category and you're just going into like using your grappling well in all features of fighting, MMA, whatever street fight you get in. Being the top guy is going to do well for you. So this kind of where this comes from, okay? 3, 2, 1. So bottom guy, get a connection, get up. Don't just get up. I want you to have a connection on them and get up. Top guy, make him horizontal for 3 seconds. Start seated, yeah. Don't start laying down. You keep your feet between him and you to start. Yeah, you have your feet between him. I want you to come down and interact with him, at least maybe even level head to his head, and stagger your stance a little. Yeah. Step 1 foot back so that he has to reach. He can't just connect to both feet. All right. Make him horizontal for 3 seconds. Other guy, get up with a connection. Yep, get up with a connection. Excellent. Couldn't ask for more. That was awesome. Three, 2, 1. Yeah, once you're horizontal for 3 seconds, it's over. Otherwise, it turns into a guard playing situation. And I want you to work your seated guard to standing here. Don't let him get up, Shay. Keep him horizontal. If he starts getting up, keep him horizontal for 3 seconds. 3, 2. Nice. 3. I'd say he got up and he was horizontal, so it doesn't matter who won. It just matters experiencing what happened. Try top guy switching which foot is forward each time. So you have to do it goofy. Okay? Yeah, do it goofy a couple times. Otherwise, Get a connection and stand. Nice, nice, nice. And top guy, I want you to switch your feet each time. So like when I attack guard, I always go right leg forward. For the sake of trying a new thing, I need you to try to switch your feet. It also changes what he can do on the bottom. He gets to be more dynamic with his guard play. Instead of always having a right leg to deal with, he has to deal with the left leg. Get him horizontal, Mike. You can do it any way you want. Chest to chest is fine too. 3, 2, 1. Three. 3, 3, 2, 1. Make a little sense? Good. How'd you get behind him? Nice. I missed it. Not bad, not bad. If you could do that, you're an excellent grappler. High five yourself. 3, 2. Enzo, also step 1 foot forward. Yeah, keep 1 foot away from him. Generally speaking, you don't want the guy to connect to both your legs.
So I put my dominant leg behind them?
You can choose any leg and put it forward. Experiment, see which one feels better for you. And I want you guys doing both legs anyway. You could even switch your feet at any time if you feel it necessary. 3, 2, good. Hey, we did this yesterday. And the guys are over there actually choking each other and stuff. 3 minutes. Yeah, just observe too. You can get some ideas of what it looks like, what's going on both sides. Nice, nice. This is also very overlooked by a lot of rooms, of a lot of grapplers. The idea to get up.
Yeah.
It's
get comfortable just like laying there.
It's a very important place to experiment for sure. Good, Mike. Trip him over, Mike. 3, nope. Keep going, keep going. He got up with a connection. Now he's got to deal with a standing guy, unfortunately. About a minute and a half. Looks good, man. About a 20% success rate is fine. That's like optimal for me. You should fail like most of the time. It's okay, yeah. I mean, sometimes I demonstrate the games with like a white belt and I can't even do it. So it's all good. Like I was supposed to knock Chris, this huge guy, like knock his hip to the mat. I was in turtle top like for like 10 seconds. I couldn't do anything to him. I was just, you know, it's anybody could lose, anybody could win. It's just the way it is. It's good.
How's Alex in the bathroom? You want to go?
Interact with his arms. Anything touching you, remove it from you. 3. Yeah, I'd say he's horizontal for 3 seconds. Yep. I like that, Shay. That's cool.
I was like, yo, that's pretty good.
That's called mimicry. 3, 2, 1. Reset. 15 seconds. One more iteration. You okay? All right. Guys need a break? If you need a break, just sit to the wall. I'm going to get the other next game going. I know some of you guys are just, they never need a break. Come on over. All right. So I'm going to have a guy, let's go into the armbar. This game, I want to have a leg controlling his head and a leg controlling his body at all times. I'm not to extend his arm at any time during this game, but I am to keep his elbow between my legs. I want to keep his back on the mat. My job is to just stay here, keep his back on the mat as long as I can, and split his arms. If you split his arms, don't let them connect again. Right? So once we split them, we just keep them away from each other. We're not finishing anything. We're just keeping his hands away, keeping him in that mid-range before it goes to finish. All right, so I want you guys breaking grips, removing his hands from being together while you keep his back on the mat. This is your first time in this situation. I'll come over and change the game for you, but this is the game for the whole room right now. Bottom guy, either get your elbow out from between my legs, like so, or get your back off the mat into a situation like this, all right? Even if the armbar is still between my legs, it's just gonna be done. You don't even have to go that far. As soon as your back's off the mat and his back's on the mat, it's gonna be over. You guys do have a little grace period here, connect your hands, where he comes up. There's a little grace period of maybe 3 seconds where I could try to put him back on the floor and stay here again, okay? I want you guys on the bottom to interact with removing his legs off of your body or your head. Or one of the things that I've shown guys before is get the bottom leg somehow between your legs and wrap it up. This offers a lot of interference. I want to interfere from his perspective. I want to interfere with what this guy's doing to my body, my torso, and my head, right? I have him pinned with my legs, and I'm in this situation. Safety hazard. Sometimes these knees hit you in the head. So I like to at least protect my head. Sometimes I'm really worried about that leg flying up because guys do kick sometimes to go up, or they just put their feet in your face. And it's a form of interference. And sometimes we get kneed in the side of the head. So just a safety thing. Keep an eye on that, especially bottom guy too. Try not to knee him in the head, but. So there's no threat of a finish. Knowing that, he can be safe. His arm never gets finished. Even if I break his grip, I just don't let his hands connect. You could use your feet to keep his hands away, whatever you want, and keep him pinned, all right? There's a lot of games we can play with an armbar as the beginning, so I just want you to try this today, right now. There's a lot of other games like get chest to back as they try to get up, right? All these things start to pop up, but right now, we're just gonna try to insist on staying top player and breaking his grip. Bottom guy, remove your elbow from this situation or become top player. 3, 2, 1. You okay? I try to be nice. So we are breaking the grip. Don't let him connect again. If you do break it, keep him pinned as long as you can. Alex, connect your hands to start. Good. And now don't let him break your grip. Try to become top player or get your elbow out. Keep him pinned and try to break his grip. Yep. And Alex is going to try to put your back on the mat or escape his elbow. Do not finish the armbar. So work on removing his hands from each other somehow, some way. Interact with his grip. You have a grace period of about 5 seconds to try to put his back on the mat. If not, it's done. Good. Try both arms, guys. I want to try both arms. If you need a water, if you need a water, just grab one. Or do you have something to drink? Is that doing it for you? Okay, good. All right. Just don't finish it, okay? Keep his hands separated as long as you can. Interact in any way, keep his hands separated.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's okay if you.
do it to myself.
It's okay. If you do feel any kind of finishing pressure, just tap right away. Yo, any configuration. We got to get used to all of them, right? I'm the coach who like silently adds the time back to the clock so no one notices. Keep his back on the mat, Shay. Cover his head with your leg. Cover his head with your leg. And there's a lot of ways this works, man. It's very, very crazy situation. Try rocking left and then try rocking right. Yes, I like that. Good. Done. Done. Elbows out and he's up. If you're really killing your opponent and it's too easy for you, try different leg configurations. Any arbitrary leg configurations, fine. Don't finish him. Don't finish him. Try to break his grip, though. Done. Good transition, but done. You're allowed to do that. That's fine. That's fine. You can do anything you want at the end, but it's done. That's good. Yeah, transition's fine. Yep, keep him down as long as you can on his back while you try to remove his hands. You can do it with your leg. Don't finish him. The game should still go. Yeah. Don't let him connect his hands back if you did break them. And he's still trying to escape and get you on your back.
Yeah. Very deep orders. Yeah.
Get your hands back to connected. Nice. Should be no finish, no finish. Let the guy play extended. Good. Should be no threat of a finish. Only hold it as hard as you need to just to keep it there. Looks like you got your arm out. Separate his grip, Shay, while you keep him on his back. Try different ways of doing it.
What's your method of getting the grips off?
Breaking the grips? Usually, it depends on how he's got his arms, but sometimes I'm reluctant to use my foot because it does take a little bit of pressure off of him. But sometimes I pull both arms, and that gives me a really nice situation where it's very easy to like get this extension. Or I peel at the fingers, whether it's here or you just peel at the fingers, and then you cover it, like Nick keeps doing it. Like if he goes to connect his hands, go ahead, try to connect your hands. See, I'm just interfering. And this is what the game might look like. You can cross your feet too. I know guys say don't. I've seen thousands of people. I don't know why anyone says anything. They should just let you do your thing. That's the problem. So, yeah, pulling both arms seems to be pretty good. Depends on how their arms are. If he's got the rear naked choke grip, well, that would be easy, right? Yeah. If he's got the rear naked choke grip, if you find his fingers and just scrape them off his arm, that's going to help. We just have to be careful with each other's fingers. It gets fun, but so a lot of times just grabbing his fingers, like over the top, grabbing his thumb, removing it like a traditional just S grip. Yeah, I would pull this towards me and just Like pull both the arms. Play with it. If I had you play this game more and more and more, eventually I'd be asking you how you're breaking the grip. Right? That's the idea. Let's try to break that grip. Find a way to grab the hands and separate them. Mike, look to actually grab his hand somewhere on the hand. Play with that. Cool, guys. 5 seconds. Finish your game, and then we're going to go into, I'd say, live rounds next. Yeah, we're going to do live rounds next, regular rolling. I want you to start these live rounds that we're going to do today from a connected situation. So whether he's on your back, mounted on you, half guard top, leg entanglement, anything you want to work on that you've been focused on yourself, because right, you should be focusing on our own things too. Like the teacher gives you stuff, whatever, but you're going to be like exploring a certain area of jiu-jitsu. I think that's a good thing to do. So for instance, when I was in gi class and I was new, I would just be like one connection that I would always work, and I would just get really good at that one and then move to the next one in another 8 weeks and just try to keep working on one connection. That was before I had this available to me though. So now that I have this, I would do it totally different. But when you guys start the roll, this is usually what it looks like. Guys sitting, guys standing, and then you slap bump and then you play around. I want you to start connected. So I'd say the higher belt, put yourself in a bad position, or the lower belt, put yourself in a great spot that you want to experience more time in. So if you never get to do half guard with 2 underhooks, start here as the lower belt, okay? Start here. Agree on these terms and just keep starting in different situations, whatever it is. You can just start in arbitrary situations, any connection you want. You can start in any situation. Even this is fine too, okay? Whatever it is, make it up. If there's a certain leg entanglement that you've been zeroing in on, set it up. If there's a different one you want to try, play with it. 50-50, if you want to play here, go ahead and play with it. Start your round here, okay? When I'm around, just don't do any fast submissions at all. Should never be fast. We're not getting paid for this, so, you know, there's no reason to hurt each other. And I did see one bad injury last week with a bicep tear. Not in my class, but one of my favorite guys. Yeah, man, just tore his bicep. Fast armbar or something, so nothing fast, all right? 3, 2, 1. Starting live rounds, starting a connection. You could start mounted on someone, whatever you want. I'd say lower belt has the say.
You guys go first.
If you're on top, stay on top as long as possible. Be the top player forever. Yep, stay on top as long as possible. Be the top player as long as possible. Keep your hips facing the mat. It's a monster.
I never had to watch rolls. So I'm going to start sitting down a little bit more and watching.
Observation and mimicry is good. It's a thing that we do.
100%.
Especially if you have an affinity for it. Like I always did personally. Like I could watch someone hit something and go hit it.
Yeah.
But I guess that was after being at a certain amount of like experience. Because there is a lot of crazy stuff that we can't even replicate in our head. I don't know what that noise was. Go ahead, Shay. Good. Good. You removed his connections. Stayed on top. Get him horizontal. Let's access his head. Keep him down. Nice. First week. This is the first week of training. Use that, Shay. Yeah, use that. Keep going. Get back on top. Get back on top. Get your hips and shoulders off the mat. I mean, Mike's less than a year too. Guy on top, or the white. He's a white belt. So it's a white belt and a purple belt. Slow, slow, slow. It looked a little tight, but it was a straight ankle high up on the calf. Those could, you could take a little damage there.
I'm trying to get the saddle back. Yeah, and he stopped. So very awareness.
Watch your arm, watch your arm. Good, stay on top, stay on top. If you're gonna puke on him, just take a break. He's gonna puke on him, dude.
So if I'm not like, just like whatever.
Minute and a half. Minute and a half, guys. What I noticed with this approach, as opposed to like 9 years of doing the other approach, it's hard to tell now, like giving guys enough time doing it, who's who, like who's better than who. Because I keep seeing like, depends on the situation. Some guys have like a lot of experience now, and they got it a lot. They got a lot faster. You like it?
I mean, for like probably 5 months I stopped going to beat. It was just your Wednesday class. That's when I was like really busy during the year.
And you still got better.
Yeah, I could only get there like once a week, so it's like, all right, I'm just going to Johnny's no beat.
It is a lot of bang for your buck, for sure. Yeah, a lot of bang for your buck.
It's like repetition in positions. Like you just can't underestimate that.
They say repetition without repetition. So like, you do get exposed to things, but not in a linear fashion. The opportunity is seeking. It's really what I'm doing is, well, there's a lot going on, but
I like continuous switching also because you feel different body types.
body types, different sides, even just a different leg forward changes a lot.
Yeah.
That's that triangle, Mike. See, Mike caught that because he knew what that felt like. That I can't teach that. Switch it up. Take breaks if you need them. Switch it up. I got a fresh guy over there.
Yes.
You guys could start on the feet or connected. It's good, man. It's good. You did like a week's worth of live work today, so you're good, bro. You're good. Once you get used to it, it's gonna be great. A couple weeks in, you won't feel so tired now. Twice a week's good too, because it'll happen faster for you, or at least this kind of.
Yeah, I want to try to come 4 times a week.
Yeah, go to some of the other classes too. I don't know which ones.
What else is gi?
Yeah, do the gi.
Is that?
That's the outfit. Yeah.
I don't have one.
They probably could sell you one. They have a ton of them over there, or you could get one online, like a cheap one. You get like a cheap one online.
Does the color of the gi match what belt you are, or you
No, I don't. I personally don't know. I think Mark's cool with any color, but I would check with Alex and Mark. They run the place. Oh look, a 34-minute timer's on. When on top, stay on top as long as you can. I'm just gonna fix the timer because it's on a 30-minute timer. Ignore it. See the back. Knees to the mat. Nice, Jay. Keep that attack going.
Too strong.
He's got good timing too. It's okay to make mistakes. That's the most important part. I don't even know if mistakes exist. I guess they do. Yeah, you're running out of mat. Went on top, stay on top as long as possible, guys. Nice, Alex. Sneaky. Go for the arm. There you go. Nice. That was sneaky. So the live stream is up today. I'll find a way to get you access to it. No, I have it on my YouTube channel. I'll just put it in your phone later. When on top, stay on top. It's a good spot, Prince. Ground and pound. Watch your neck, Mike. Get behind him. Get behind him. Get behind him. Running out of mat, guys. It's getting warm in here now. Stay on top as long as you can. Work it, Mike. You have an advantage, use it. One minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Watch your head, Shay.
Thank you.
All right, that marks 10:30. So you guys, that was an hour of live work. If you want to keep rolling, feel free. I'll keep it on. I'll keep the timer going. If you want to keep rolling, feel free. I'll get the live stream going for you too. All right.